Hey everybody, welcome back to Das Lab. I don't know if you saw my short, but we got here a lawnmower with a seized engine. It will barely turn over. We're going to take it apart. I think it's toast. What had happened is spring, long grass, and repeated turning over of the engine, the machine to clear the gas, or the grass with the spark plug disconnected, of course. This is by a young apprentice lawn cutter guy that was hired, and I believe the oil cap was not secured properly. It had full oil first thing in the spring, and now it's got no dinosaur juice left in it, and it was all fresh, good oil. Well, topped up oil anyways, and it ran out of oil, and it is seized. So new one's been bought, and moving on, we're gonna rip this apart and see exactly what failed on it. It'll move, but it's like extremely slow. I don't know if it's the lower end bearings or the scored pistons, melted piston, what have you. We're gonna find out. I took the handle off already. Of course, it was filled to the tippy top with fuel. I drained 95% of the fuel out. Don't have to worry about draining the oil. I'm gonna probably take as much as I can off, and of course it's a horizontally mounted engine, so we'll just strip it apart and slowly see what we can find as we go forward. There's no point, I don't think, trying to fix it, but we'll find what once we get in there. So I'm gonna take off some of the crap and get down closer to the engine. There's no point in you watching me screw around as we take the pants off this thing. Okay, I got the housing off there. I'm going to work on taking this carburetor area off here now. Yeah, there's all kinds of... it's bolted together well. These lawn boys are well-built machines, that's for sure. Of course, that's not going to do that, is it? Alright, I gotta change gears. Okay, so just a note, I don't have a rag. The whole intake here for the carburetor, where the filter was, is pretty oily as well too. That's a combination of the mower being flipped over to get at the axis to clean off the accumulated grass in there. Good rule is to never tilt the lawnmower towards the gas tank or the carburetor, because oil can migrate up and through the intake, and then you're going to reburn it and whatnot. Like, not that that's bad in itself, but you could foul the carburetor, and you're going to be consuming oil that way. If you have to lay your lawnmower over, put it over on so the carburetor's up in the air. Is basically what we're saying. So we got some more bolts here for the carb. And yes, all these parts will be saved. There's another one right there. Yeah, a lot of dinosaur juice right there. Okay, I need to get a rag. Couple other bolts in here to keep the carburetor itself mounted on. Oop, you gotta get that. Come on, you son of a... I think I gotta take the fuel line off. I know it's kind of dark. Okay. Alright, got the carburetor out, and bit of a weird sort of feedback linkage flyback from the fan and whatnot. Okay, that's coming off the breather crankcase. A little bit of fuel in there still, but I think we're okay. And That's in there for now. This is all like one big housing. Pretty robust combination of plastic. Oh, I think I can get this off next. This shroud. Okay. Let me get set up for that. All right. Three and a rivet. Oh, okay. Wow, neat. That's hinged, kind of. There's another bolt back here. Okay. All right. Let me get ready for that one. Okay, I just anti-bolted that one, and this whole gas tank beast. That's quite a gas tank. That all comes off, and yeah, the wow, the recoil is riveted on. Wouldn't want to have to deal with that. No pulling that. Huh. Good thing we don't have to worry about that. This isn't to change the old... although that's pretty damn heavy duty cable. I'll be keeping that one, that's for sure, once I get this ripped apart. Okay. Now what? We gotta take that shroud off. Might need some extensions. Extensiones. Okay. One. Two. I don't see any more visible. Son of a... Okay, well, maybe that's a bit better angle for everybody, eh? Okay, yay. Let's take off that one. Ah, yay! Okay, well, let's see. Could we get at that bad boy if we had to? Huh. Rivet. Yeah, well, I mean, it's riveted in. You could, if you had to, get at it, I guess, from this way. I don't really feel like having my fingers cut off right now. That's not what we're here for. Okay, so look at the status of this bad boy. Doesn't look unhealthy. Like it's discolored. I wouldn't say it's fouled. It's not plugged. I guess when you run it dry, it runs nice and hot and burns all the crap off of it. Maybe that's a good way to clean your earplugs. Run your engine without oil in it. Good, well-running spark plugs. Okay, I don't know. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to reposition you. Okay, so down to a bit better level, reposition some of the lighting. You know, if this is a magnesium deck, which it may be, I heard older lawn boys are. This could be aluminium or aluminum, as some people say. We could be in for some nice experiments with this and a file and a blowtorch, but we'll talk about that later. Okay, I want to get this shroud off here. Anti-screw that. Parts bouquet a little closer. And We're not really saving anything. So, okay, what's next? I guess I want that freaking thing out of the way. Where's another one of those over there? Why are you a different size? What makes you so special? Holy jeez. Life, eh? Yeah, a little bit overheating. Probably those fins should be stayed cool. Now I don't think a mouse lived in there or nothing, but like that. But definitely some detritus buildup. Coil at the belt housing. You see what I'm pointing to? Yeah. Okay. Well, it's time. Time to head in to the head of the machine to look at, see what we can see. I don't know what we're gonna see. I guess we're gonna be looking at the cylinder first. That's the right thing. Yep, we're there. Oh, that sounds horrible. That all of them? Nope. Da, 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 da. Oh, battery's low. Just kidding. Okay, well. Let's see, take a look here. What have we got? Okay, we're losing some bolts. There's the head. Typical carbon buildup. Nothing too crazy there. Huh. Okay. Get I don't think this is a not so much why did it fail video, but how did it fail video. We know it's failed, and the question is in what fashion. So let's just reposition you a little. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna anti-mount you. Okay, so we're freewheeling here, and there is the cylinder, and I am not feeling anything bad as far as like scoring. So I'm not 100% sure what's keeping that from moving. It could be all bottom end, the bearings end. So I don't think from a piston scoring, there's definitely no lube there. Okay, no comments, or feel free to comment, I guess, if you want. But no, nothing obvious there. So the cylinder, the jug's in good shape. The cylinder's in good shape. So we're gonna have to go in and probably be taking the blade off soon and go in and look further, deeper into this engine. So I'm gonna remount you. Sorry, I'm gonna put you back in the holder. Does that sound better? And then we'll take more stuff off. Let's see what's going on in behind here. Okay. Oh, so that was the tailpipe. And this is the actual mouflé. And it seems to be like locked in with these little tangs on here so that the bolts don't vibrate loose. So it's not, you think, okay, is there extra vibration here that would cause those to come loose as compared to anywhere else on the machine? No, of course not. But there's a huge amount of thermal expansion and contraction, right? As it heats up and cools off. This is pretty well almost one of the hottest places outside of the combustion chamber. And hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold. Those would tend to work themselves off. So these little tangs, if they did become loose, they would not spin more than, a couple degrees, and therefore not completely come undone. Boo. So just a safety feature, I guess, so your muffler doesn't vibrate off to death. That's the right time. And that's not the right size. Come on. One of these got to be the right size. Using just about every socket in the whole set here. How about something like that? Yep. Now what the heck is going on the other end here? What was that? That was connected to something automatic. What the heck was that? Oh, automatic choke probably. As it heated up, which it would do very quickly. That's probably your automatic choke. Wow, that's pretty clever. So that would have been fed back. There was 2 feedback links onto the carburetor. And it would start off probably, in this position because it's cold. And that would put the choke on, and as it warmed up, this would change position and turn the choke off. So what's in here is probably 2 dissimilar pieces of metal that are glued together, and they have different rates of expansion with heat. And let's say this one expands a lot with heat, this one expands very little with heat. Because they're glued together, as they expand, it would curve. Okay, so it's a bi-metallic, 2 different bi-metallic strip. So it would bends with heat, and that would be your automatic, choke. Gaskets. My God, I hope I don't just find that there's an earplug or something in there preventing something from moving around, and I got to try to put this back together because I guess I got a video now, don't I? Yay! Another linkage back here. That's probably for the governor. Okay, so coming off of something inside. I thought the governor was up over here, was a fan sort of deal. Maybe it's got a 2-position governor, but that goes right inside the bowels of the. Ooh, look at that. Okay, that's yeah. So there's the oil, one of the oil fill ports coming off of that, off of the plastic housing we took off earlier, and I stuck my moisture sensing finger in there, and there was very, very little oil in there. Okay, next. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the door and blow this off so I can get at and see where all the attaching points are. I'll be back. Okay, I took a bunch of other crap off, and I'm going to try to take this off. What is going on, isn't it? That is not the right size. What in the wide world of sports is going on here? How did I do that? Yeah, that's better. That was good. Okay. Alright, I gotta get something to take that off now. Okay, so I learned this from a channel, one of my favorite channels that I watch, called Musty One, and he's a guy from New Hampshire that does a lot of engine stuff, cars and all that stuff. And really cool site. Anyways, he doesn't know me, but I know him. And he says if you put a bit of pressure on this and hit here, that should pop off. And there you go. I've seen him do it 100 times. Who knew, eh? Hitting down here, a little bit of pressure up. And there's my flywheel. Hey, this could be magnesium too. Okay, now what? Now what? Well, I guess we just keep taking off stuff till we get down. I'm trying to get to the crankshaft, right? Is where we're heading with this here whole endeavor, and got to be down there somewhere. No, of course not. Of course not. Still, of course not. Not that size. It is. Well, that's going to be, I think underneath there is going to be something to do with the valves, if I'm not mistaken. Oh Lord, where is that other piece? Right there, can't see it. I don't even know who makes this engine. Yeah, there's the valve springs down there. Well, while we're at it, let's just take a look. Anything weird going on there? I don't see any, can you see in there? I don't see anything bent, right? Because we got the two valves, the intake valve and, or that'd be the exhaust valve. And the intake valve, I don't see any bent stems. Still nothing prevented it from being turned. What's under here? You guys are still in focus, right? Oh, some sort of a gallery. Oh, no. Weird. Don't know what that's for. Okay. I'm not sure. What's keeping that cylinder head on? Not really sure. I think the blade's coming off here very soon, and we got to take that motor out before we can get too much further. Because that's a bolt head. The head's underneath there. That's the end of a bolt. I think there's a split right around here for the crankcase. That's how we're going to see it. Things. Let me just go take the blade off this. So you got a sling blade, I know. Okay, watch this. Oh, okay. I didn't know what was happening there. I thought I was pulling this whole shaft out, but I'm not. Just the that's keyed. There must be a key in there. All right, now we've got to do some anti-bolting up here. And then that motor, 1, 2, 3. Oh, there's either one missing, or they just didn't need it. It was a spare part at the factory. Okay, let's take a look. And what we need here is going to be this size. Come on, baby. You can do it. Let's see. Yeah. Yay! I got it. Okay. Pray. Hey! Let's not take them all the way out right now. One. Not two. I think we're getting the big one out. Yeah, I think we're getting the air. I'll be back. There you go. Right tool for the job. To err is human. All right, I'm going to zoom you in because we're going in. All right, you know I ain't faking it. This is the big reveal. Yeah. Okay. Wow. Let's get you down and dirty. Where is the problem? That. Oh. No, I don't know. That's the governor. Hello, governor. I don't know if there's anything wrong with that. Okay, all right, that came out. That's some sort of a cam for the valves. Sorry, lighting is an issue. Try that. You light up my engine. So that was for the valves. The valves seem all right. I'm thinking it's the big end. Yeah, like no oil. Like there's no oil. Valve lifters. They ride on the cam. Riders on the cam. Do 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 do. Nothing like catastrophic, like a cracked Schmingelbork or something like that, but maybe it's the lower part of the cylinder is mangled, torqued, or something. All right, I'm going to I'm gonna take this off. I'm gonna get in there and take that crank bearing off. Sorry, take those off, and I just want to have the camera off when I do that because I'll be snorting and grunting. Okay, I just got this loosened up enough here, and if we pull this, okay, yeah, okay, all right. So it is done. This bearing is completely wiped, meaning that it ran without lubrication. So the bottom end, I don't know if that piston's going to move, but that bearing is completely scored, and woo, so is the crankshaft. Okay, so that's moving, and yeah, the piston still wants to move. So it was definitely a big end bottom bearing bonanza of bastardization and abuse. Big time. Okay, let's see. Get that. So yeah, okay. Bottom end. Who knew? This should just about come right out now. Anytime. So this is completely beep and beep beep and beep. So that was it. No fixing that. We didn't take it apart for nothing. Thank God I don't got to put it back together. That'd be a trial. But yeah, that's supposed to be smooth as anything, and it's as rough as anything. And yeah, the piston. Let's see, get it out. Doesn't quite want to come out the top there. Let's see here. Get some crystal blue. Persuasion. Whew. Okay, so the it's pretty dark. A lot of carbon on there, but the rings don't look too bad. Right, the rings don't look too bad. So don't ask me how it didn't get totally starved like this. It's pretty oily up there. That might be yeah, the rings are free, and the jug itself, there's scoring. Yeah, there's some scoring. Okay. Well, so there you go. There is a small amount of dinosaur juice in there, but not enough to do the job. Well, if you want it, you can call me at 297-4476-532-2176. That number again, 847-221-74. And I'll send it to you right away. That's all I got for you this time. Don't get any on you, like I did. Have fun, be safe. If you like what you see, subscribe and hit that like button. We'll see you next time on Das Lab.